This week in the Big Brother house has been so crazy, it's actually become a little exhausting and boring. But nevertheless, we still have quite a bit to talk about, and we have to figure out who do we think, most importantly, who do you think is going to be the person evicted tomorrow night, Thursday night, today, whenever you're watching this, for eviction. All right, so let's just jump into the likely eviction results for week 3 as far as we know them now. So Lauren and her side are desperately working to try and keep Adrian, especially, and if they can also Kelly in the house this week. But here's the thing. Kelly versus basically anyone in the house this week is going to be a significant uphill battle for her, one that she doesn't really see coming. Right now, the house really likes Will, and we're going to talk a little bit about him and his chances more towards the end of the video. But the house really likes Will, and the same, unfortunately, cannot be said for Kelly. Now, that's not to say that everyone severely dislikes Kelly. She's not everyone's favorite. She's not like at a bottom totem pole type of situation. However, Will is just really loved in the house. And compared to some of the drama and some of the things Kelly has said, the way she's handled certain situations in the house, a lot of people have been kind of rubbed the wrong way by Kelly, if you will, early on. And I think a lot of that has mellowed out, but some of that does persist, whereas Will, the entire time, has just been very much a people person, has been very open with the house guests, has connected really well with the majority of the house. And in a way that Kelly really hasn't so far. So if we see Kelly go up against Will, it's kind of an even 50-50 split of people wanting to keep Will and also not wanting to keep Kelly as much as they want to keep Will. What if Kelly ends up winning the battle of the block? And what if it's Adrian and Will that are sitting on the block come Thursday night? That gets a lot more interesting. So right now, currently, when it comes to a Will versus Adrian final 2 eviction night showdown, what we're really looking at the moment, an even 6-6 split as it stands right now in the house. Now, this could change. I honestly see a potential for this going and turning into a 8-4 vote, as high as that. But right now, as it stands, like we just talked about with Kelly versus Will, a lot of people like Will. But a lot of people are starting to come around on Adrian. And I've heard a lot of criticism of Adrian's handling being nominated this week. And I get it. I don't disagree necessarily. But what I do think is that Adrian has started to really connect with some of the other house guests this week on the feeds. He's been trying to have more personal one-on-ones. He's been trying to really understand where the disconnect has been for him with some of these other individuals, with some of these relationships that he's thought that he's been building and establishing. And I've seen quite a shift in how he's been handling and approaching those conversations and those relationships. And I really do think that what we're seeing right now is a manifestation of that. I think we're seeing right now Adrian being recognized by some of his fellow house guests that he is not a huge threat, but right now he's proven his ability to win competitions, and he's also proving himself to be an ally for a certain side of the house compared to Will. Now, right now, the people that are wanting to save Adrian over Will are Lauren's group. So we have Zach, Riley, Catherine, Keanu, Kelly. If she does end up winning the Battle of the Block and comes down, she will be a vote likely for Adrian. And Benny. So that, like we said, leaves the 6-6 tie, and Lauren is, at the moment, very much not wanting to break a tie. She really is hoping to find a 7th, if not an 8th, potentially even a 9th, although I don't know that they're going to get 9 votes against Will. She is looking for that 7th, that 8th vote that she can rely on, so she's not the one getting the darkest blood on her hands with voting out, being the tiebreaker for Will. But it's going to be really interesting to see because, again, this is what I always say I love about the blockbuster. What this challenge really brings in is we don't know what that dynamic's going to be. And to be honest, as locked in as we are, that Kelly is probably the likely one to go home versus her Adrian or her Will. It's not entirely possible that she stays against either one of them, especially Adrian. It's almost impossible to predict a full gun-ho, for sure, locked-in shot eviction candidate. But if I had to put money on it right now, I'm going to say our most likely person to see out of the house on Thursday night, week 3, it's probably going to be Will. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We will be back in the next couple of days recapping all of week 3. There's a lot you didn't see. There's a lot you missed out on, and I'm excited to fill you in. And if you like this, like I said, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We will be here all season long. I'm super excited to talk about this season with you all. Until next time, guys, I've been Dak. That's my chat.